the only one. The second time around, you the only one. You the only one. You the only one. Yeah. Now that I know you the one. We living in the word like I know the sun. You the only one. Yeah. You said it's mine for the taking. You blow my mind with this thing called love. You know every move I'm making. You know everything I'm thinking of. And I'm thinking of you all of the time. Oh yeah. I can't ever get you out of my mind. You are the only one. You are the only one. You are the only It was always you from the start. It was always you all the time. I wrote you on my heart. I wrote you on my mind. And I'm thinking of you all of the time. Oh, you are the only one. Vavashaya. In the beginning, Yah created the heavens and the earth. His spirit moved upon the waters. It's all in His word. He said, "Let there be light." And He called the light day. And the darkness He called night. He saw that it was. He made heaven and called forth the dry land. Gathered the waters, called it the seed, and He made seed for man. Brought forth the grass and every herb and every fruit yielding tree on this earth. He saw that it was. He made lights to divide day and night, times for seasons, days, and years to let them be for signs. And so the earth could have light. He made the greater one to rule the day, and the lesser one to rule the night. Let's not forget He made the stars also. And He told the waters to bring forth life, and it was so. He created all the birds of the sky, all the cattle, and every creeping thing after His own kind. He saw that it was. Then Yah created man. In His own image He created them. Male and female He created them. He blessed them to be fruitful and to multiply and to replenish the earth and subdue everything within. Behold, it was very good when He saw what He had made. Even in the morning were the sixth day. And on the seventh day He rested. That's why He sanctified and blessed it. It's uncontested. My God is. And to make it understood, I'm bumping truth music when I'm rolling through my hood. I'm putting Yah first. No hood fame. You read it on a nameplate. Well, in the house of Yahweh forever for His name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'm stomping through like it don't even exist. It's goodness and mercy. Follow me all the days of my life. His yoke is easy and His burden is light. My God is. And to make it understood, when I'm rolling through my hood, I was. And to make Bless them to be fruitful and to multiply and to replenish the earth and subdue everything within. Now, behold, it was very good when he saw what he had made. Even in the morning were the sixth day, and on the seventh day he rested. That's why he sanctified and blessed it. It's uncontested. My God is, and to make it understood, I'm bumping truth music when I'm rolling through my hood. I'm putting God first, no hood fame. You read it on a nameplate. Dwell in the house of Yahweh forever for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'm stomping through like it don't even exist. His goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life. His yoke is easy and his burden is light. My God is. And to make it understood, I'm fucking when I'm rolling through my hood. Yeah, I was. And to make it understood, I'm fucking when I'm rolling through my hood.
Good morning, babe.
Do you remember where we're from? Stayed up watching, no time for yawning. Look up at the sky, see that new day dawning. God be my witness, take it as a warning. Sun ain't never lie, great day in the morning. Focus, never let the nighttime revoke it. Blinded by the dark, I seen it before they cloaked it. It was marvelous, they hiding it behind the pulpit. Lying in a sick bed, vying with the culprit. How we trying on the culture, liking how it fit, now we dying with the vulture. At the round table with more nights than Mozart. Caught up in the image of that child on that poster. The light disable the diagnosis, healing the sick. I got the script and the dosage. Take it for the grind, you gon' need it for the borderline. Holla when you see the joy coming, morning time. Keep on keeping on. Morning time. Holla when you see the joy coming. Look, I guess we probably need a night light so we can continue to get our hope on. They say we headed for that light, right? Well, I'ma hit them with this photon, with that blazing sword forming like Voltron. When the morning come, they disappearing like Croatan. The Melachine, oh my Elohim, Omicron, sealed with the 70, going out like Yokanan. And when I meet my deliverer, I'm set apart. I got peace like a river. If we stay sharp with it, there's a feast on the sliver. We can take part. I advise you play it smart. It's a late start. Let the light shine through the dark. Until the day star rise in your heart, take heart. When you find the door, you'll be more than fine. Holla when you see the joy coming. Morning time. Holla when you see the joy coming.
To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day. Yeah. Everything you need to know.
always been a unique person, you know what I mean? Sort of laid back in a way, but very adamant and very passionate about what I believe. I think a lot of times that sort of throws people off because they don't expect me to have the mindset or the process of thought that I do. And so when you come in to watch my channel, you may hear a myriad of thoughts and ideas that could be different from others. What I want you to do is just sit back, like, share, and subscribe. Well, thank goodness it's Friday. How y'all doing? Is everybody doing well this evening? I certainly hope so. I am glad that it's Friday. I don't know about you guys, but this has been one doozy of a week. It's been one Lollapalooza. And yeah, I'm just happy to say it's all done. So that's a good thing, right? Right. So what's going on in y'all's neck of the woods? Is everybody doing all right tonight? Thank you for the 4 of you who are here with me. It is a blessing. So let's see, it says Sharankin. Why do I do that all the time? Sharankin King, Black, hello, peace. Valiant One, hey. SCDHL, happy Sabbath, he says. Teresa, happy Sabbath back. SCDHL, it says, this music is a little overmodulated on my end. You know what? I thought that. That's why I tried to pot it down and we ended it sooner because I wasn't able to really check it. Thank you. I'm glad you said that. Happy, happy, joy, joy, Mars Fools Go. Well, there is some amazing news that we got going on tonight. Not really amazing. You know, it's really weird because if I had on blue, then maybe that's the reason why I have this like lightning coming out of my head. Maybe if I take this off because it possibly is reading blue, we can have some peace among us. And well, who knows? Hey, this is pretty cool though. Looks like I'm suspended, like animation. Suspended in time. Suspended in animation. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are here. It's so good to see everyone this evening. And we just have to stop and say, thank you, Yah, for another day. Thank you, Yah, for another opportunity to give you praise and glory and to be able to, you know, just sit here and just love on each other and have a good time. I'm fixing this so you guys are going to see me disappear and you're going to see me get a little better. You're going to see a little worse. And then finally, in a second, I'm going to get rid of this thing and we just going to come here. Yeah. How about that? How about just the blue of it all? Are you blue? I'm blue. I love the music other than that. Yeah, but you know what? When it's hot like that and I did it, it's me. It's not the music. It's definitely me. Hey, if I, you know, it would be great to have like an engineer that could pop that stuff, which is one of the great things that I have to say about the other night. Their engineers were in my ear. The producers were in the ear. And there is a fly that came in the house from outside. And I promise I will exact my revenge on this fly in this live. I ain't scared to do it. Anyway, yes. So when I was there at Fox, it was really awesome because it was like a regular TV channel where everybody came on in your ear and they made sure everything was right and all that good stuff. And so, I got a Pence fly in here. I got a Pence fly. Yeah, we're going to get rid of it. Anyway, you guys, listen, we got some great news tonight. Not great news, but we got some interesting news. How about that? We got some stuff that came in from our mailbag. And you know how I feel about that. Oh, you just know. You already know that I love the mailbag. I just love it. Because you guys send in some really good stories, some interesting stories. And of the ones that we can talk about here, I'm going to start with this one because I thought it was really unique. You guys probably knew about it, but I did not. And I thought it was actually troubling because I knew that they were using certain things like this. But I did not know to what extent. This is deep. And I'm going to make it bigger because I don't want to say it, but I am going to read the body of it. And I'm going to make it as big as I can, hoping that you guys can see it so that I do not have to say it. Hello, Steve Willis said, push the button. Push the button, big baby. Big baby. Push the button. Push the button. Okay. There, we push the button. Okay. You know what I'm saying, SCDHL? I'm going to get it too. I'm going to get it. It is going to get got. Hopefully live so you guys can see I ain't playing. I don't play. This says that scientists use scalps of, you see this part right here. I'm not going to say it because I don't feel like dealing with these people or these non-people, okay, to create humanized mice. And you see who is funding it. Just put a 1 in the chat if you can see that. Let me give it to you. I know, no, you ain't going to give me no 1 because you can't see it because I didn't bring it up over here. I just started talking about it. You know, I be tripping. I really be tripping. All right, here you go. Now, can you guys see that? Yes, you see who started it. All right. Yes. Yikes. Yes, it is SCDHL. We're going to just let that marinate for a minute because he's saying what we all thinking, but we can't say it. But that's exactly what we're thinking. All right. Just let that sink in. Just the what is really going on upstairs, right? That's what you would really want to think. What's going on? So here goes, I think this says A, which is the gross, and B, which is the, you see this. You see that term there. Okay, so they take it and they put it there. And you've got the mouse, 0 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 10 weeks. See that? That's, whew, boy. So it says that a new video from the Center for Medical Progress exposes a grisly experiment at the University of Pittsburgh that involved scalping a 5-month, you see the word, you know the word, and implanting their scalps onto rodents. Now, Pennsylvania leaders are demanding an investigation and urging the university to stop the experiments using those parts. I'm so glad you guys understand what I'm talking about. All right. So it goes on to say, pulling this down just a smidge. All right. So publicly available for information demonstrates that Pitt hosts some of the most barbaric experiments carried out on the, y'all can see that, the human, you know, these, including scalping 5-month-old fetuses to stitch onto lab rats, the Center for Medical Progress said in a statement. The information comes from a study that the University of Pittsburgh researchers published in September 2020 in the Journal of Scientific Research. It describes how scientists use those scalps to create the humanized mice and rats to study the human immune system. Wow. Along with the study, the researchers published photos of the experiment, horrific images that show tufts of babies growing hair on Mickey Mouse. The Center for Medical Progress video raises even more concerns about the unethical, potential illegal practices at the university, including the babies being potentially born in these situations. Gosh, I wish I could say these things. But y'all can see this and then dissect it. That they could be born and then dissect it and make it real big. All right. All right. And then dissect it. This is not good. This is not good. Wow. Okay. So the local Planned Parenthood of Western Pennsylvania abortion providers supply the aborted while Pitt sponsors the local Planned Parenthood operations. The investigation found what's more is that a number of experiments using these parts at the university are funded by U.S. tax dollars through the National Institute of Health. Whose organization is that? This guy right here. All right. The National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, CMP, found in an investigation. Pro-life students at the university reacted with horror to the news, saying, quote, "It's deeply horrifying to know that we walk on campus and pass the buildings that use these children for this research," said Anna Shane, a president of the Pitts Students for Life, the University Students for Life of America Club. The University of Pittsburgh should not align themselves with this organization, especially as a public university, and it's disgusting that taxpayers' money is being used on morally, ethically problematic research. The Pennsylvania Family Institute letter has also urged the university to end this unethical research in response to the investigation. They said, quote, "We call on the University of Pittsburgh to stop all experimentation on these people and the inhumane practice of grafting their skin and body parts and putting them on rodents," it says. They urged the state legislature to conduct a full investigation of the university, Planned Parenthood, and other groups involved in the experiments. They say this ghastly finding is a product of Pitt's systematic practices and the use of those babies for inhumane research. Pitt has been involved in hundreds of kidney and other organs coming from the lullaby and, lullabies, we'll say lullaby, being distributed for research as a part of the project funded by the NIH again. Pitt also has had scientists harvesting the lullaby livers in vivo from fetuses delivered via labor induction. Information on the video comes from the public documents, including research published in a scientific journal and the NIH website. Wonder we should go over there. Well, so in an open letter calling on the University of Pittsburgh to end its experiments on the lullabies and supporting a full investigation by the Pennsylvania General Assembly. This is amazing. So this is a axillary LNS. This is a spleen, and this is a humanized spleen. So this is it says hile lymphoid. So I think that's what's the mixture, right? The two together. Is that what that is? That's the spleen. Wow. And this is what it comes out to right here. Humanized spleen. Wow. So I can't say it. You guys say it in the chat what you think, because to me, it's just amazing. That's amazing. That's you guys, I can't even say it. Help us, Father. Unbelievable. Just when you think you've seen it all. Absolutely pure evil. Absolutely. Playing with fire. Yes, yes, yes. What is that Keebler cookie elf doing now? Mousetrap. Exactly. But why? Exactly. Meg booked Harry in already. Ha! You a mess, Robert. Stealing the seed. Okay. The sicker thing is the people performing the so-called experiment. Exactly. Yep. Now we all going to be, That's the goal though, isn't it? Wouldn't you say that that's absolutely the goal to what we're dealing with right now? I agree. Okay. Yeah. And getting away with it. Yep. Ronnie Man, this is a room with 1,000 doors. Which will you choose? Choose wisely. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so they want us to choose the box. This fly. We are working our butts off to pay taxes that pay for that and then have to live knowing that that's happening to these poor little ones to suffer. Exactly. It only gets worse. So I just want to say thank you so very much to the breaking news mailbag. Thank you guys so much for that. I so appreciate you for sending that in, because that was hard to read because we couldn't read it. Because you never know. The rules change every day around this feast. They're never the same. They're never the same. I mean, one day they're one way, the next day they're another way. You just can never figure it out. So you just have to create new words. I think the lullaby word works though. I actually I like that lullaby word. I just think it's terrible and it's gross and it's disgusting that any of this stuff is going on. Yet I digress. So we got another story. What do you guys think about that? I see what you say in the chat, but Do you think that that it's already been going on? Because what is the deal? Are they taking those parts and putting them into other cars? If you know what I mean. Are they using those aftermarket parts and modified parts and putting them in existing cars? Is that what they're doing? Have they already been doing it? This is a story that we've heard, but has it already been going on? And if so, for how long? Huh? And you can think about everybody that you know that has already had a car that has aftermarket parts. I can think of two people that I know. I wonder what those aftermarket parts were. John 10, 9, 11. There you go. I sent an MSN article to the mailbag from a year ago. Oh, really? All right, let's go over there and let's get that out of there. Let's just go in and get it out, shall we? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, when? Oh, you sent it to the other, my personal. Okay, hold on. I'll get it. I will get it. There go my eyes again. I like that. Like they were the other night on Fox. And I was like, when I watched the replay, because it gets down here in the bifocal and they look like Limpet the fish, like this. And it creeps me out. So yeah, that part creeps me out. All right, so let me go in here and get this out and let's see what is going on. Ronnie Mann, and let's click it here and let's go on ahead and whoa. That's that's amazing there. Let me go ahead and make it another one. That's some Dustin Hoffman type stuff right there. That's that Dustin Hoffman type stuff. There you go. Okay, that's that Dustin Hoffman. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what we got to say because we can't, it's like we can't figure out what else to say, Steve. It's like, what else can we say? You know what I mean? It's like we try. Splicing. Okay, FEMA is hiring. Make up to $2018 per paycheck. Did you really need to mention the aftermarket parts? Yeah, I think it's terrible. I think it's absolutely awful. So this comes from Ronnie Mann. We're going to get into this. That's what creeped me out right there. That's what creeped me out. And so this came from the because I just had to, and I just love it. Any excuse to push that button. Push the button. All right, here we go. Let's roll. All right. Here's what it says. Scientists. Wait a minute. Where did she go? Anybody? What had happened? There I am. Ha. Whoa. And this, my friends, is with absolutely no help. Nothing to get me a little higher than the normal. It's just me. That's it. I'm not drinking anything. I'm not on anything. I'm just goofy. Here we are. Scientists introduced a human gene HGAP11B into monkey lullabies. The gene caused an increase in the size of the monkey brains, including folding similar to that of human brains. The study poses some serious ethical questions on genetic engineering. In an experiment that could portend a real-life Planet of the Apes situation, scientists spliced human genes into the lullabies of a monkey to substantially increase the size of the primate's brain, and it worked. Researchers from Germany's Max Planck Institute of Molecular Cell Biology and Genetics in Germany and Japan's Central Institute for Experimental Animals introduced a specifically human gene, HGAP11B, into the fetuses of a common marmoset monkey, causing the enlargement of the brain's neurocortex, and the scientists reporting their findings in Science. Okay. Now, the neurocortex is the newest part of the brain to evolve. It's in the same name, neo, meaning new. Do you guys see that already? Neo meaning new, and cortex meaning the bark of a tree. This outer shell makes up more than 75% of the human brain and is responsible for many of the perks and quirks that make us uniquely human, including reasoning and complex language. All right? And complex language. Not long after our hominid ancestors branched off the evolutionary tree of our current chimpanzee cousins, which are no relation to me at all and none to y'all. These people love to push that. That is so not true. The brains underwent a rapid expansion, nearly tripling in the size of a span of 3 million years. Hominids' brains grew so fast that they became cramped in the slowly evolving craniums, causing the distinctly human folding of the neocortex into wrinkles. Scientists believe that this was the result of a number of evolutionary factors, but the expression of ARGHAP11B, something unique to hominids, may have given a boost to the brains of our ancestors and close, but now extinct relatives, right? The Neanderthals and the Denisovans. This is supposed to be normal. This is supposed to be the ARHGAP11. Look at that. So it goes on to say that a comparison of the two marmoset monkeys' brains at the time of the stage of development, the left brain is that of a normal monkey, and then the right brain is that of an expression of a human gene, ARHGAP11B. Look at the size of that. Wow. But what happens if it's mostly just fat? Not that I condone this type of research at all, because I believe, playing God is so end times and it's just so disgusting. But I'm saying, what if that's just mostly fat and they think that it's going to be, smarter or, more or stronger or whatever? What do y'all think about that? I mean, that's pretty sad, don't you think? There will be no end to this. I'm RH. I wonder how that's going to work out for me. But what is their end game? Exactly what are they trying to achieve? Godhood. And again, I think there's some stuff we don't know. They probably been, I do believe that there's some created homeboys and homegirls among us. I do. I believe that there are a few created people among us. I honestly do. But that's just my tinfoil hat speaking. Yeah, that's just my tinfoil hat. And it doesn't mean that I want anybody else to believe that. It's just what I'm saying, because I believe that the little schmidge they give us and allow us to see is only to quell the anger when we find out what's really been going on. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? It's like what's really been going on. They give us these little drops just so that it will make us calm down a little bit. So we'll be more accepting of what's really going on. That's creepy in and of itself. SCDHL says, anybody can accept my blood. Kind of creepy. Why me? Oh, because you are RH. There was somebody else that was here the other night that was saying that they were RH, and I think that it was our sister Rachel Van Ziel. Mars Fool's Gold says, at SCDHL, me too. And ashamed to say, I'm going bananas over this. Wow, I've never met so many RH blood types in one place. That's amazing. SCDHL gives a good chuckle. Ronnie Man says, stop monkeying around already. I believe that, Stilgar the Freeman says. Hey, Stilgar. So I just think that it's pretty bad, because right now it's like everybody is trying to be, let's look for the gene. Let's look for this. Let's look for that. Let's look for everything. Let's just dig. Let's just splice and dice. Stuff's not going to end well. And I really think that it's not going to end up the way they believe that it will. How about that? So let's go and get our next news story. Thank you for that, Ronnie. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, Cinderella, Dane. You guys don't understand what I'm saying. All right. Had to do it because you know where it came from, baby. You know where it came from, so I had to do it. All righty, let's go. See what else we got here. That one's done. Scientists use genes of a monkey to make brains bigger. We saw that. Gene, monkey, brain. And what is this one? Scientists, we did that one. Oh, okay. Let's come a little closer. Okay, the Arid Extra Dry story. All right, let's see what we got cooking here. What is this? I don't know what that is, but I do know what the story is. But let's see what that was. And let's talk about it. I like to talk about it. I like just chilling with you guys. It's nothing really formal. It's nothing, like just like all extra, fluffy or whatever, as much as we'd like it to be. Because in a minute I'm going to be so uber formal, I won't be able to be this informal. You know what I mean? In a minute I'm going to be so formal that I won't be able to be informal. And I want to be as informal as I can for as long as I can. All right, so we're going to look at that story. And let's go here. Now that I shared the audio. Oh, I don't have to. It's okay. I'll go to the next story that had the audio. But anyway, Texas Democrat revives a trans athlete bill in retaliation against his own party. Against his own party. Well, what do you know about that? Are you kidding? What do you think? Do you really believe that it's against his own party, or is it just to have something to talk about? Well, it says that the Texas Democrat revives a trans athlete bill in retaliation against his party. A Texas Democrat revived a bill to bar transgender students from competing on schools' sports teams that align with their gender identity after the bill failed in the House committee. Representative Harold Dutton, who chairs the State House of Public Education Committee, said Friday that he revived the Senate Bill 29 because a bill of his did not pass the day before. Now he says, quote, "I don't know how big this problem is. I wish I did because I'd be in a better position to make this vote," Dutton said on Friday, referring to the trans student athlete participation. "But I can tell you," he continues, "this bill that was killed last night will affect far more children than this bill ever will." And so, as a consequence, the chair moves that the Senate Bill 29, as substituted, be reported favorably to the House, to the full House, with the recommendation that they do pass and it be printed. They pass it and that it be printed. On Thursday night, Dutton presented a bill that would have allowed the Texas Education Commissioner, Michael Morath, to remove members of the school board from their positions. The Texas Tribune reported that the bill was unpopular among Democrats and that it was blocked by a vote by Democratic State Representative Alma Allen, who argued that the bill would give Texas education agencies too much power over an independent school district. Now, Dutton had previously brought the trans athlete bill to the vote on Tuesday, and it failed after he abstained from voting. And Representative Dan Herberty, a Republican, was absent, according to the Tribune. The bill would not have moved forward had Dutton not revived it Friday morning. Now, Dutton did not immediately respond for a comment, right? He didn't. He had nothing to say, not anything, nothing. Just leave me alone. So he did not immediately respond for a comment. Oh, this fly is driving me nuts. So the Dallas resident Amber Briggle, whose 13-year-old son is trans, blasted Dutton for using the bill to get retribution. He says, quote, "He's going to take it out on my kid. How is that responsible or ethical or reasonable or justified? How about it doesn't belong in the school system at all? How about that? How about let's get all this stuff out of the school systems because it really has nothing to do with education. And the longer that we sit up and put up with this garbage being promulgated, period, we're going to have a problem." Now, we do have a couple of states that decided to do the bite back. All right. And so the bite back is thus. Let's see, California's, let's see, how about Montana? Okay, here you go. Let's look at this. All right. Would you please go away, giant banners? There. All right. So the story says Montana governor, oh, yikes, Jesus, oh, Pete's. Montana governor signs a bill banning the transgender girls from trans sports in the schools. And this is was today, 9 5:20 p.m. Eastern is when it was done. So let's get right into it. All right. Montana Governor Greg Gianforte signed a bill on Friday that prohibits transgender girls from participating in girls' sports in schools, according to the records of the state legislature. The bill was signed, they signed the measure, House Bill 112, into law 2 weeks after the final version of the bill passed in both the House and the state legislature. Nearly 36 states have introduced bills that aim to curb the rights of transgender people across the country, with advocacy groups calling 2021 a record-breaking year for such legislation. Many of these bills are rapidly making their way through the state legislatures, and Montana's bill, which sponsors name the Save Women's Sports Act, says that non-co-ed sports must be based on biological sex, and that sports designated for females or women or girls may not be open to students of the male sex. Fearing backlash and the possibility of losing federal education funding over the issue, the state Senate added a provision that would automatically rescind the new rules if the Department of Education finds them to be in violation of their non-discrimination rules. So basically, isn't that sort of a nullification of the actual rule? Let's read that again. Fearing backlash and possibility of losing federal education funding over the issue, the state Senate added a provision that would automatically rescind the new rules if the Department of Education finds them to be in violation of their non-discrimination rules. So if you put a clause in there, you almost always know that it's going to be exercised. Am I understanding that right? Right? I mean, you would think that it's going to be exercised, so you stick that in there as the back door. So the statement of the Human Rights Campaign says, sports are for everyone. They tweeted this. This law is wrong, it says. The NCAA has not directly said whether they will pull postseason events from the state if the law is passed, but it did issue a statement in January saying the Association for Transgender Student Athlete Participation Policy and other diversity policies are designed to facilitate and support inclusion, end quote. Last week, Gianforte, whatever the person's name is, signed a bill, number 280, which does not allow transgender residents to change the sex on their birth certificates unless they provide proof of gender-confirming surgery. Boy, who would have thunk that we'd be having these kind of conversations, y'all? Seriously, would you have ever thought that? While Gianforte has, and I don't know the person's name, so if y'all know it, blessings, but I'm going to keep jacking it up because I don't know it, was publicized his signing of a number of measures in the week relating to the tax cuts. He said nothing publicly about providing either law affecting the transgender residents as of Friday afternoon. Messages that were left by this particular news company, which is CNN. Messages left by CNN, his with chief of staff. I'm sorry. I think what they're trying to say is that messages left by the CNN chief of staff and press secretary were not immediately returned. Several other states have also introduced bills that ban transgender athletes from participating in sports consistent with their gender identities. Arkansas, Mississippi, and Tennessee have already signed these bills into law. Whoa. And a lot of people are not happy about it. A lot of people are totally not feeling it. They're not happy about it. And that's just it. Oh, a little girl was missing. Let's see what this story says. I didn't know this. So let's just find out what they're talking about. Let's go back. Oh, no. What's that? I don't want to see that. But I do want to see that other story. There, right there. What happened? New York authorities. Oh, this is from May 3rd. So that means a lot of you guys probably already know about this. That's terrible. This baby is missing. So it's a state college student who disappeared over a week ago. Aw, pretty little girl. She was last seen on a Buffalo state campus on April 24th. The University Police Department told the CNN. Aw, That's terrible. Wow, that's awful. Our one and only goal in this investigation is to locate her. Her name is Sania or Sanaya and reconnect her with her family. But I mean, after somebody's been gone for that long, is there really any reconnection? Because you know that a lot of the statistics show that at a certain point, it's not that simple. I mean, at a certain point, if they don't make contact within the first, 48 hours, the chances lessen that the individuals will be found whole. But I don't know if the person was found or not. Maybe there's a backup story being that this one was May 3rd, but that's terrible and it's sad. All right, so let's go on ahead and look at something, you guys. Trip this. California's population. Look at this. Did anybody see this story? I'm amazed. Here we go. California's population dropped for the first time in the state's recorded history. Now, this is really sad. This, you know what? I'm sorry, but this is a terrible website. The way they got that thing dropping down, that is so terrible. No one wants to buy any of this garbage. Well, that's a pretty top, though. Okay, you go away. But that was a nice top. All right. Anyway, it says California's population fell in 2020 for the first time since the state population estimates started being recorded due to COVID-19 deaths, a decline in immigration, and a lower birth rate, according to the California Department of Finance. Between January 2020 and January 2021, the state lost more than 182,000 residents per population estimates and data released in a report by the department, bringing the total population to 39,466,855. That represents 0.46% drop. More than half of the decline, a loss of about 100,000 residents, was attributed to the federal immigration restrictions, the report said, while deaths stemming from COVID-19 accounted for the loss of about 51,000 residents and 19% above the average death rate for the preceding 3 years. Now, is it just me? Or didn't they say the number in California was greater than that 51,000? Somebody remind me. I'm coming back over here on the StreamYard side. Somebody remind me, didn't they say that those numbers were bigger? I believe they did. Let me see who remembers that. Maybe I'm tripping, but I thought they said that the numbers were bigger than that. So to me, it seems like the numbers could definitely be fudged so that they can try to pretend like maybe, I don't know, I'm just speculating, that maybe what the deal was they're trying to focus on the immigration piece. So they said that, let's reread this paragraph right here. California's population fell in 2020 for the first time since the state population estimates started being recorded due to the COVID-19 deaths, a decline in immigration, and lower birth rate, according to the California Department of Finance. I'm sorry, but there was no decline in California for immigration. Am I tripping? Y'all correct me. I thought that it was like on and popping in California for immigration. I understand from people who live there that people were sort of flooding in. So what they're saying now is that the numbers there in California are decreasing, and they're attributing it specifically to the fact that the immigration numbers are dropping and that low birth rate, and only 51,000 people having a demise of the candy bar situation is just 51,000 people. It doesn't sound right to me. All right, so for all we know, the Messiah's blood may very well be RH. You never know, because they use a lot of those individuals for targeting. Okay, Mama Bear and Papa Bear, shalom. Excuse me. How are you? How are you? Yes, it's all good. We know what you mean. Why would a male who wants to live as a female even attempt? Because it's all in the head. I'm telling you, it's between the ears. It really honestly is. It's between the ears. This question right here can be answered between the ears. because there's something wrong with that. And people don't get it. I mean, wasn't it still, yeah, it was still located in that psych book, right? That big psych book that gives you all of the codes, like 5150 in California and all these different codes. It was a code in there for the, mental health book. Yeah, it was. Yep. All righty. So, yes, sir, already hit that button. It's the first thing I do. I'm so glad you do. And you love Southern California, Mars Fool. Go. I do too. It's just so expensive to live there anymore. That's all. It's just really, really expensive to live there. My son tells me that all the time. But if we look at this story, it says more than half of the decline was a loss of 100,000 residents. A loss of about 100,000 residents was attributed to federal immigration restrictions, the report said, while deaths stemming from COVID-19 pandemic accounted for about 51,000 residents. The remainder of the loss, which was about 24,000 residents, was credited to fewer births, the nationwide trend that has impacted California more than other states, according to the report. I don't know where they get those numbers from. It says, additionally, the 2020 was the third consecutive year that Los Angeles County, the state's most populous, lost population. Los Angeles County dropped 0.3% in 2018 and 19 and 0.9% in 2020. However, population growth remained strong in the interior counties of Sacramento Valley, the Central Valley, and the Inland Empire, while coastal and northern counties saw population losses, according to the report. The report comes on the heels of the release of data from the United States Census, which found that while the state remains the nation's most populous, it will lose one of its 53rd congressional seats for the first time because of the loss in the population. Wow. However, the report indicated experts anticipate annual growth would resume this year, quote, as the pandemic-related deaths decline, and with the changes in federal policy, California is expected to return to a slightly positive annual growth when the calendar year 2021 population estimates are released in May of 2022, the report said. So what do you guys think? Why do you think that's happened? Because it doesn't sound right. I remember hearing those numbers be totally different. Totally different. Do you guys remember that? Okay, let's see. High rates among the changeover. Yes, I agree. Thanks for the kind greeting at Ronnie Man. That's right, Stilgar the Freeman. Mama Bear, Papa Bear, me too. That could be like my Sharona. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Anyway, I bore easily. So it's just me. All right. So let's see what we've got here. We got a little bit more good stuff. And here you go. Get away. All right. A little bit more good stuff. Let's see. Ooh, Representative Getz. What's going on with him? Mr. Buddy Head, big head. He's got a big head. Okay. Getz and Green. Pfizer applies for a full, oh boy. And they'll get it. Get away. Okay, let me show you what this is talking about here. All right. See that? Pfizer applies for a full FDA approval of its 2-dose COVID vaccine. I'm sure you guys already knew this, but let's hit it. Pfizer is applying for a full FDA approval of its 2-dose vaccine, which would give the vaccine rollout a major boost nationwide. NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar joins the news now. And there, I guess we go. Is this it? Yeah, let's make this bigger.
happen with all of them. Probably Moderna in short order. It's always about a week or two behind Pfizer. So, just to review, the EUA is granted after safety data of about 2 months is acquired.
I'll show you how to make it bigger, Soul
for full
Sister.
approval, which is called a biologics licensing application or a BLA, the FDA requires at least 6 months of data. As Isa pointed out, having a full approval does facilitate certain things: distribution, marketing, which means that the drug company or the pharmaceutical company rather can market directly to doctors' offices, directly to pharmacies, so that we don't have to go through the channels, everything being mandated, if you will, or executed by the government. So it certainly will facilitate
Can you guys hear it?
Distribution throughout the country, Savannah.
And Dr. Azar, what do you think it's going to mean for vaccine confidence to get full FDA approval? I mean, we just heard there from Isa that 19% of parents won't get their kids vaccinated at all. 47%, something like that, want to wait or see if it's required. Could today's news change that? Do you think that full FDA approval eventually will mean more people are going to do this, especially for their kids?
Well, I think that that's the expectation. And I think inherent in that is just the time frame. Remember, we've talked about this a lot when the whole blood clot issue with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine came up. Remember, these clinical trials for the vaccines are done over a period of many, many months. However, when there are rarer side effects, they often do not emerge until more people are vaccinated. Millions of people are vaccinated. And, quite frankly, I completely understand why parents would be slightly hesitant and say, look, I would rather wait another 3 to 6 months after children are being vaccinated to see if anything happens. I think most of us who are very likely to get our kids vaccinated sooner have a trust in the process, a trust in the science, and we feel that the benefit to protect our families and our children outweighs those theoretical risks.
And Dr. Azar, finally, let's talk about this weekend, Mother's Day. We will probably see more families gathering as we have for holidays throughout COVID. But if everyone is not vaccinated, walk us through how people can celebrate safely here.
Look, I mean, if you're not vaccinated and you're visiting grandma or something like that, I would really, really encourage people to do it outside. Hopefully in many parts of the country, the weather will cooperate with that. You really want to protect your loved ones in this instance. So again, if you're vaccinated, feel free to gather indoors without masks, but anyone who isn't vaccinated, especially anybody older, although that number is declining, really should be done outside with masks, Savannah.
Yeah, and Dr. Azar, do you feel better going into this holiday weekend with where we are at with vaccinations? I mean, we've been having this conversation about spikes after holidays, but that was before we had this tool.
Right. No, I think it's wonderful. I mean, there's, we're hearing about, pockets like San Francisco, for example, who are just doing incredibly well, based largely on their vaccination numbers, as well as the mitigation measures that they kept in place until their population was vaccinated. That's not really rocket science. This was what we always wanted to see. And if we're seeing that happen in more and more places in the country, I think everybody can feel much more confident about going into the summer. But remember, any places where the vaccination rates are down and or mitigation strategies are loosened and or variants are on the rise, we're going to see pockets of surges. And that's, that's the expectation. But how to do it right, that we already know how to do, Savannah. It's just a matter of doing it.
All right, Dr. Azar, thank you so much. And happy Mother's Day to you. I hope your beautiful children celebrate you well.
All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. Don't nobody know how to do that right. I don't care what you got to say. That's a hot rump mess. All right. Maybe I should consider cleaning this thing. Yeah. I don't know. It's amazing how this stuff now matches the wallpaper, right? All this stuff just seems to blend right in. And it matches the wallpaper. Every inch of it. And it's not just standard wallpaper. I'm talking about that intricate wallpaper that's sort of raised up off the wall where you can rub it and it feels like velvet. Velvet Jones. You can just rub the wallpaper. It feels like Velvet Jones. You can just feel the raised design and the intricacy of it. It's just like it's all blending in. And Ooh, heaven help us, it's getting thick. It's getting hot in here. Keep on your clothes, though. Keep on your clothes, but it's getting hot in here. It's getting pretty hot. We're going to need some boots, too. Yeah, we're going to need a whole bunch of boots. We're going to need some thigh highs in a minute. Yeah, we're going to need some thigh highs in a minute. Whoa. After that, I just can't get really into all of the adulation over this garbage, and if you're going around people who don't have candy bars in them, then you're going to want to be extra careful. No, you got all of that happening. I'm going to be extra careful. Shutting. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay, let's get it. Okay, the drug company or the pharmaceutical company, rather. All right, San Diego's, that's San Diego's song. All right, do it for the kids. Do it for the kids. I think I may throw up. Actually, I did a little bit in my mouth, R. Jones. Right, R. Jones? Especially for an MD. Mm-hmm. A paid MD. Yeah. I wish there were more folks that would do some critical thinking. Girl, please, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody doing it. And it's like you just goes over their heads and you just get tired. You're like, okay, that's it. I'm done. Okay, let's see. Interesting how many expectations they have. Exactly, Steve. Okay. Don't kiss Granny at all. Stay back. Stay back. Because she gonna want somebody. So just stay away from Granny. Stay away from Granny. Skinny boy. How's it going there? So good to have you here. So Joseph Burton says, my mother will not let me visit without a mask. Just kills me. I refuse to visit my own mother under those conditions. I do not ever want to see my 80-year-old mother with a muzzle over her face. It's inhumane, you say. Whew. I'm sorry that is something you're experiencing. It's just not a good feeling. I know. But you know what? Things are gonna get a whole lot thicker. They really are. They're gonna get a whole lot thicker than I think we could ever imagine. And we're just gonna have to really, really, really take our time and be very discerning with how we deal with the whole thing. Remember the wallpaper that you can feel with your hands. It's like Braille wallpaper. It's all starting to blend in together. And it doesn't matter if it was made that way or you garbled up a whole bunch of stuff and you threw it on there and you cannot discern which part is the part you threw up there or the part that it came with. So you see what I'm saying? Now we got a couple of other stories. Let's see what else we got going here. I'm going to get this fly, you guys, because this booger is right there inside of my umbrella. Right there inside of the umbrella. All right. I want to thank you for that story you sent us, Ronnie Mann. What is this one here, though? This is another one, isn't it? No, it's the same one we just did. So let me exit out of that. All right. What is this? The world's deadliest special forces you won't know existed? Huh. What is this? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm a bit intrigued. I'm over here on the other side, and yeah, I'm a bit intrigued. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to get it for you guys. We're gonna have to see it together because we're in this, all of us, right here, right now. So we may as well do it. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm about to get this guy. All right. So let's see what this is. What are you? Whoa, what is going on? Everything from Dr. Look, the whole page, the whole entire page is an ad. You get an ad, you get an ad, you get an ad, you get an ad, you get an ad. And this is bariatric fusion something. I ain't got no do I look like I done had bariatric surgery? If I could afford surgery, it wouldn't be for bariatric. I'd have to go out and take a walk for that. But it'd be a couple other things. But look at this whole screen. Yikes. All right. So it says, okay, the special forces are military units that have undergone significant and stringent training to serve to serve and protect their country. Special forces emerged in the 20th century during the World War II. Now, some of the special missions they undergo are hostage rescue, mobility operations, and counterterrorism missions. The idea of U.S. forces stems from the Japanese ninjas. Now, here's the picture. You see that? So let's start the slideshow because it's just itching to do it. You know what this reminds me of? Wasn't there a character, and this particular character's name was Deadpool or something like that? Does anybody? That's a character, right? Deadpool. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, that's what there is a character called Deadpool. There most assuredly is. And that is what that character reminds me of. Let me make it bigger for you guys. Well, the bad part about it is, let's just be honest. There's a whole lot of ads. And let's see, you get an X. And oh God, forget it. I don't even care anymore. It's just too much. Okay. But doesn't that remind you of the Deadpool type? I mean, these cats look like they're not joking. So this is the British SAS. This is their garb. This is how they are made up. And they were first established during World War II. Since then, the Special Forces have a reputation of being one of the fiercest special forces in the world. They undergo such harsh training that only the alpha males come out victorious. It is rumored that the military men training to be in the British SAS have rigorous training in the jungle, and only the top 15% come out successful. All right, so let's see the next one. Does anybody even care about this? I don't know. I mean, are we ever going to see any of these cats walking down the road where we would really have to, look out? Okay, so this right here is the Israeli. Look at that. Okay, let's see. Okay, they're probably us. Probably some of us in there. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so they are the Israelis. It looks like Shayet 13 is Israel's elite commando force, and this team is also considered one of the most mysterious special forces globally, as there is very little known information about the team. Aside from that, they are a force to be reckoned with. They have mastered the art of Krav Maga. And their special training involves waking up at 4 a.m., no matter the weather. This is amazing. Boy. That the ads are so ubiquitous. What a nightmare. This is the Pakistan Special Service Group. I don't know, but doesn't this picture just make you want to scream 2 words? Tell me, what's the first 2 words that come to your mind? And then I'm going to sing what it is that comes to my mind. Oh, these ads are terrible. This particular channel, this particular news article or website is absolutely broke. They are absolutely as poor as you get. But you know what it comes to mind when I see them? They look like the Ghostbusters. They do. Yeah. I want to see those British alpha male ribbons. Okay. Okay. The British SAS is Special Air Service, I believe. Well, let's go back over there and let's finish looking, because I'm over here on this side looking with you all. Okay, since maybe this commercial will go away if I click it or something, I don't know, but gee williker, geez, oh pizza. So that's the Pakistani ones. All right, so what's the next one? All right, so this is the Australian. I do not understand how to say this, but it looks like it's Jagged Commando or Commando. That's what it looks like, Jagged Commando. You know, one thing I love about the Australian people is that they are very fierce and ferocious in what it is they believe. I think a lot of people get that way, but for whatever reason, these cats are, they mean it. It says they're true to their name. The Australian Jagged Commando means the Australian hunting Austrian. I apologize. It's Austria. It's Austrian. Jagged Commando means Austrian hunting force, and they are considered as one of the world's best special forces, as only 20% of the men who enter into this elite group will actually get accepted. Their training involves going through severe training courses in the Austrian Alps. Okay, nonetheless. Boy. Whew, how do I not get ads? This is terrible. Ooh, that's terrible. Now, this is the Taiwan Republic of China Armed Forces. But don't you think that the red hats would give you away, even if you were, you know, in that type of setting, that you would have to be a little camouflaged? Or is just my naivete showing? Yeah, it's Austria. Absolutely, it's Austria. Absolutely. Thank you, Mama Bear, Papa Bear. I'm not talking about all the Australian people. Oh, and it just looks so great. Any website with a slideshow is broke. Joseph Francis Burton, most assuredly, they are as broke as they come. I mean, they're begging you. Come on, push the button, push the button. They're telling us to push the button, push the button. Yeah, push the button. That's what they want us to do. The red helmets are so the enemy can't see them. I hope you're joking on that one. And if you're not, please forgive the laughter. All right, so let's get back over here to the story. Let's just get on back on over here. Let's just get on back. But I just can't stand all the ads, but it's okay. I'll get over it. I'm going to have to. Let's get back to the ferociousness. All right, so that's who they are. And it says the Taiwan Republic of China Armed Forces combines the mighty strength of the Army, the police, the Navy, as well as the Air Forces, all rolled into one powerful elite special force. And their most notable achievement, and the main reason for the group was to reclaim Taiwan's land from the People's Liberation Army of the People's Republic of China, or the PRC. While they have achieved this feat, the group still exists to defend Taiwan and other nearby islands. And you heard why Mr. Button says that's the reason why their hats is red. So this will be the Peruvian Armed Forces. Something tells me they don't look like they joking, but they might be, but I don't know. They don't look too happy. They don't look too nice. The Peruvian Armed Forces were established in early 1820s, and their signature camouflage faces are the trademark of this special force. So mighty and powerful is this group that they report directly to the Peruvian president. And the primary responsibility is to protect the country from any external threat. They also are a part of the country's social and economic development. All right, so that's them. All right, let's go. Let's see. Now there is the Canadian JTF-2. All right, that's what that says. All right, so like many special forces, there is not much information about the Canadian JTF-2, aside from the fact that they are one of the fiercest special forces in the world who can do anything. Okay. Who can do anything from counterterrorism to nuclear warfare. And they are very special component and secretive. All right. When doing their missions, they're very, very secretive. So it's rumored that one of their missions was even hidden from the Canadian Prime Minister himself. That really doesn't mean much when you consider that most prime ministers and presidents are really like the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to hierarchy. But then again, I digress. So it looks like, what do we got? Do I have any more? What is this? Okay. U.S. Delta Force. All right, so the U.S. Delta Forces are one of the mightiest special forces in the world. They specialize in hostage and rescue missions, and they are also regularly assigned global influence tasks, literally making them the superheroes of the world, or at least in the United States. They undergo special training, which only yields 1 of 10 applicants to be in this elite force. All right, go ahead. Okay, so this is the Danish Hunter Corps. Whoa. Look at that. Whew. Looks like the slee stacks. Okay, so it says one look at the Danish hunter cores, and you know that they are dangerous and a lot to deal with. As with many special forces, little information is known about this mysterious and dangerous looking Danish hunter corps. They are the extension of the Royal Danish Army, and the group consists of about 150 alpha males, of only 150 alpha males who have undergone a rigorous screening process that tests their physical and mental abilities. You know what's so amazing to me is that when I look at other countries, and I think I'm going to come out for this one, when I look at other countries and I see how very serious they are about their protection, it sort of makes me get a little nervous about us, because the one thing that they continuously say is that they only select alpha males. For example, they're only taking the top 1%. They're only taking this or that. And then I think about where we are right now, and you can't help but think about it, right? You really just can't help but think about it. You look at all the flip-flopping that we're having going on. We have one decision to make it like this, and let's make it like that, and let's let everybody wear lipstick. It doesn't matter who you are. Here you go. Everybody, come on. Everybody, just everybody, put it on. Doesn't matter. How do you look? Ooh, I don't know. Let me get your face a little bit. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you very much. Well, you're welcome, Bob. That's what we're here for, to help one another. They had 2 for 1. You should check them out. So it's like we're the ones that's just like want to make everything just so. Let me tell you something. This ain't right. It ain't good. Nothing good is going to come from this. Nothing good is going to come from this. Can you see these cats over here? They say the top 1%. The group consists of only 150 alpha males who have undergone a rigorous screening process that tests their physical and their mental abilities. Let that sink in when you think of security. I know a lot of people are living in this little bubble, like, no, we're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the number 1 country, and ain't nobody going to mess with us, and nothing's going to happen here on our soul. It's already happening right here. Yeah. Welcome to the vortex. It's already happening right here. All right. And you know, it's just really creepy. It's really creepy. And again, you guys know that I love anything that deals with history, anything old war stories. Oh man. Anything old war stories, like I said, biblical war stories, regular war stories. I love it. I love them. And because I like to look at the tactical ways that things were done. I mean, Deborah's story was amazing to me. How she was able to say, okay, forget it. Let me just go on in. She was the captain. Let me go on and do what I got to do. And pink, here goes the stake. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's go. You know, the story of Gideon, the story of, like I always talk about the story of David when he went into Ziklag. There's something about strategy. And then there's something about doing the opposite of what it takes to get in that war. Do what you need to do and get right out. You have to be sober-minded to do it. And you have to be tested, tried, and true. And you cannot go in with any of these social reasonings. I'm going to come in for social purpose and we're going to fight. No, dude, these cats right here, these cats ain't worried about nothing social. No, they're not. What are you talking about? Does this look like this? These dudes are worried about anything social to you? And that ain't but 4 of them. They don't look like they're worried about nothing social. As a matter of fact, they don't even look like they would crack a smile. Real talk. And if they did, could you see in this particular setting, in this particular motif that they're using? I don't think so. You know what? I think Monty is on. Okay. Right? So, yeah. So with that said, I'm not going to hold everybody because I know that if he is on, everybody's going to want to go see him because I'm going to go see him. Oh, unless he wants to come over here and raid me. He can raid all he'd like. All right. So, yeah. But in my opinion, this right here is just not going to end well. We cannot compete with these cats because mentally their mind is set like they're just late. You know, they're just focused. And if you're thinking about strategic warfare, you cannot have a mindset that is in all of this, fairy dust and puppy tails. You just can't do it. You just cannot have all of the fairy dust and puppy tails and think that we're going to be able to deal with this right here. We're not. Child, please look at them cats. And the other ones that we were just looking at, they wasn't looking like they was joking either. Look at that. They're not joking. Are there any more that we can see? All right. Oh, there's actually more. This is the Siberian. Is this Gendarmerie? Gendarmerie, Siberia. Wow. One thing that sets the Siberian Gendarmerie is that they are not only competent in handling dangerous military affairs, but they are also adept at non-combat activities such as first responders. And they are primarily made up of two major units, which are the Special Police Unit and the Special Unit of Operations. They don't sound intriguing enough to me. Not that they ain't gonna be able to get down. Okay. And this right here is the Iraqi Special Operations Forces. Some of these cats have very intimidating uniforms. You don't even know who that is. You couldn't even identify him in a lineup. Not if you guys were even right up on each other. But you can't figure it out. You just don't know what it is. So it says here that the Iraqi Special Operations Forces are also known as the Golden Division, and their primary responsibility is to patrol the dangerous streets of Mosul, which was previously known to be under the ISIS operation. They were the first special force to break through the Mosul streets, and as a result, the Iraqi Prime Minister declared Mosul as liberated from ISIS territory. Yeah, they don't look like I would want them to meet me in a corner anywhere. Okay, so this here is the U.S. Army Special Forces. You know, I used to love our military, but do y'all really know what's going on in there? It's really, really depressing. It's really, really depressing. Let me show you what I believe. It really is. It's got me so, because I used to be in such, I was so in love with them. I just loved them. I loved the way that they did everything that they did. And it's like, now it's like, my goodness, I guess I'm just going to have to carry my own items to take care of myself. If anything ever happens, heavens to Murgatroyd. Heavens to Murgatroyd. All right, here you go. This is what I think of our army now. I used to think of them as, here we go into the wild blue yonder. That's us now. It was me. I said it. It was me. Okay. It was me. I did it. I said it. Oops. It was me. It was me. I said it. That's what we are now. And it's sad. And I'm not going to take it back. If somebody's offended, sorry, but that's just the truth. That's just the truth. That's who we are now. It's the whole Mimi Bobek of it all. And it's not going to get any better. It's just not going to get any better. It's just not going to get any better because they're not changing the standard. And the standard has to be something that is non-negotiable. Standards that are dealing with safety and security as it relates to a whole entire nation should be something that is a non-negotiable. It should be not able for us to change it, to tweak it, to satisfy the masses. There should be nothing to do with anything social in the military. Not when it comes to patrolling and making our borders and making our country safe from outside influences. I mean, it's hard enough to keep us safe from what's going on inside, which is really honestly where our battle is right now. It's inside. Yeah. And doing it with our own laws to get it done. But that's another story for another platform. Yeah. So that's what we're looking at right now. That's what we're looking at right now. Yep. Let's see. Mama Bear, Papa Bear says, yep, it's hard to march in those. Yeah. And it is. Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Serbia. Okay. But you can run in them dirty socks. Tell Monty. I tell Monty, but he eats snacks for the first 15 minutes. Yeah, I know. LOL, Mars Fool's Goal. So it's just one of those things where we are not prepared for what's coming. Here's the deal. Our people, those of us who hanging out here, all around us, they ain't ready. Oh, wanna. You guys know it's the fly. I'm going to get him. Eventually, I'm going to get him. The 3rd Gen Pros on Iraq helmets, thanks to Uncle Sam. And how about all of the stuff that they're using there? That's thanks to us as well. We left a lot of stuff there, and then we send a lot of stuff over there. It's just funding both sides of the war, exactly like the Khazarians did. It's exactly what we do, because we're in sync or in partnership with somebody else who actually does fund both sides, and that's the truth. There's very little to say about that. It's very little to dispute about that. It just is. All right, let's see what else we've got up here today. Yeah, so Mimi Bobek. That's right. That's what we are. That's what our military looks like, in my impression. And again, for the next 15 days, while we still have freedom of speech for the next 10 or 15 days, I reserve the right to be able to say that, for the next 10 or 15 days. Right. That's just what I believe. This is our military right here. Yeah. Yep. Actually, I digress. She might be rougher than some of the new recruits. All right. Back to this one. Y'all, I think we done for tonight. Ain't nothing else going on, big baby. There's nothing else going on. We're done. I mean, we can just wrap it up. Wrap it up, buddy. Unless anybody has another story that we can talk about or do or chit chat, unless you guys want to chit chat, I don't have anything together that we could. The school district apologizes for offering support circles for what? For what? What? For what? Photos at 65. This is the car that Bill Gates drives. All right, let's check it out. Let's see. No, I don't want anybody else giving me anything else. Let me just get this right here and bring it over to you guys. Copy and paste it there. Bye, Mimi. All right, let's see. That's the car that he drives, or that's Ron Howard's vehicle. Hollywood legends and America's finest who drive cars more spectacular than any A-list celebrity. That is ugly. And you know what bugs me about these little things is they get in the middle of traffic and they zip around, much like this fly, my nemesis. Much like Brundlefly flying around right now. Brundlefly. And that's what those little cars remind me of. They just remind me of something that's just going to bug you forever. And they do. They jump in the middle of traffic. They scoot around. It's like they get to move, and you sometimes wish there was nobody in it, and it just automatically ran in front of a truck, and you hear again, nobody in it. Yeah, they're nightmares. All right, so the next page of vehicles. Let's see these unattractive things. What is this? Oh, that's this guy. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, who cares? $89,000 Range Rover. Oh, who cares? So we're going to look at all the woes of the rich people. Who is this? Oh, this is this guy. This is this guy. A Hennessy Venom GT Spider. I'm sorry, but that's bad. I'm sorry, but that's bad. Oh, wow. What's coming up? Oh, this stuff is like, now we get everything that's on our ads now and all that stuff. It's like they've taken away, and they've they're like, okay, nobody's watching TV anymore. You only got one shot. Jump it all in there. Dump it all there, all on one. Just dump it. You want to have some deodorant. You want to have a men's classic t-shirt. Then you want to sell a cell phone. And then you want to have this down here in case there's something wrong with your ears and you need to get them cleaned out. Of course, everybody wants to see that. the simple trick to cleaning earwax. Well, first of all, you need more than a trick if that's what's all up in your ear. If that's all, if that, do y'all see that? If that is in your ear, sweetie, you don't even need to have this on this website. Talking about the simple trick to clean earwax. Earwax can cause hearing loss and memory loss. Well, yeah, because it looks like a brain loss too, because that looked like half their brain sliding out their ear. But anyway, you get all of these ads on here, and it just drives you bonkers. It just drives you bonkers. Thinking of buying a home. Okay, so look here. Here's a quick poll for the president. Here's what I don't think. I don't think that clicking these quick polls are going to help us any, because what happens if they know what you said? And what happens if it never was a poll? And I know I'm just being a little but you'd have to be able to, humor me a bit. All right, y'all. Ain't nothing else to say, because the longer I stay here, I'm just going to get even more goofy, and we're just going to end up hanging around. That's all we're going to do, baby, is just hang around and say nothing. Okay, you can get them with a little hairspray that fly and are military. That's a good one, R. Jones. Anyone know about the time dilation? What's with that? What's up with that? All right. So Joseph says, I hate those ads with the super close-up tweezers in the ear, or popping a zit, or a toe. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. Me too. It's like, what is really going on? And it's just too much. It really is just too much. And it's like, oh gosh, America, we don't know until we go out of the country and check out some other stuff and to check out some other places. We really don't know. We really honestly think that we are it, like we've arrived. And then when you go to other countries and you see the importance that they put on other things that are actual important, things that we should put focus on. They're not afraid to talk about the important things. And I think that's possibly the reason why some of these other countries have been able to take greater stances on certain things, you know what I mean, on a major specific topic, because they believe in it. They believe in, let's just get down to the bottom of it, in the midst of everybody being in one accord to do this thing, right? I just feel like there's a lot of other countries that are really serious about making differences and making the changes and stuff and standing up for certain things. But we pale in comparison to some of those other places. And so what ends up happening is we end up being the ones on the short side of the stick that are not prepared when things really, really do hit the fan, unlike other places. So with that said, it sort of gets a little bit, bothersome when the things that we focus on, for example, is the headlines here: Hollywood legends and America's finest who drive cars more spectacular than any A-list celebrity. Warren Buffett has a $45,000 Cadillac XTS. Who cares? Yeah, who cares? Let's see. Ohio State, the harness. This is all nothing. This is just nothing. I mean, they have nothing to talk about. This is just garbage. Well, let's check the next car since we're here. Boy. Brundlefly. Okay, Hollywood legends. All right. Barbara Streisand, approximately $32,000. Yeah, Ford Explorer. Oh, okay. It's inexpensive. I guess that's their point. They're not that expensive. Now, what is this? Oh, John Voight. He has a $43,000 plus Lexus RX. Okay. All right. I'm feeling you. Let's see who's the next car. Wait a minute. Did you guys just see that? Let's see. Hollywood. Let's see. Pierce Brosnan. Oh, of course. He's got an Aston Martin. $298,000. They may as well just round it up to $300,000. You know what? As he gets older, at one point, he's he's in a minute, he's just going to look like an old shriveled peanut with the way he's headed. But right now, he's still pretty handsome. And I think that's good. But that's a nice vehicle there. I guess he just decided to go all the way out. He's like, why be modest? But then, you got older money like that Buffett character, as well as Barbara Streisand. And so, they probably feel like, hey, everybody knows who I am. You don't have to see me in a really expensive car. Now, this right here is another one of those that would be roadkill. You take the person out of it and just and let the semi just run over it. So this right here is a 33,000 Honda FCX Clarity. Is it an electric car? Is it an electric car? I don't get it. My brother loves his electric car. My brother Kenneth, he loves his electric car. But is this electric? Let's see. All righty. Many of you have probably watched Jamie Lee Curtis on Halloween Freaky Friday and A Fish Called Wanda. She was reportedly as a husband of Clarity, Shana-na-na-na-na, and her single penny, Shana-na. Okay, if you're interested in buying one for yourself, then make sure that you have at least 33,000 Shana-na saved up in the bank. Curtis has no plans of slowing down in her career anytime soon. In fact, you'll be seeing her. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care if we see her again in a movie. I really don't. Big deal. Let's see who else got a car. Okay, Sean. Sean Connery has a undisclosed BMW C35. 635 CSI. That car is possibly a very nice collectible. I loved mine until the barber at store number 3 destroyed it. Oh, who cares what this guy's driving? This guy is the biggest piece of human that I've ever seen. It's almost like now, based on what we know nowadays, to me, it's almost like he was in on the secret and that he knew exactly what was going on. Really, real talk. But anyway, his vehicle is $200,000. But honestly, who cares? He's probably penniless. He's probably a penniless bum. Now, here's another one that's very nice, and this is the BMW Z8, $128,000. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Let's see what else is next before we go ahead and close it on up. John Goodman, an undisclosed price for Ford F-150. I'll give you, I don't know, $5,000 at auction. You want an undisclosed price? $5,000. And with the driver's seat being a little sunken in, we're going to take off another $2,000. No, we're going to take off $3,999 off the price because of the sunken in driver's seat. Yeah. But anyway, it's an undisclosed Ford F-150 for none other than John Goodman. Who cares? Who really cares? See who else we got here. Who is this? Tina Turner? Girl, bye. Doggone good and well, you should have been. Isn't she gone? I mean, she's ancient. And I know that she's another country's citizen. I don't know what you're doing in that aluminum foil, but it doesn't sound right. Close the refrigerator. Don't come in here. I'm on camera. But I forgot what country she became a citizen in. But she's got a Lamborghini LM002. That's really an unattractive vehicle. I know it's $262,000, and I know that it's a Lamborghini, but it's still unattractive. And that does not look like her. But okay, I'll bite. Bye-bye. I'll bite. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, Shaquille. Well, this is just like one of his mini cars. So this is a Vader Roadster, and it's only $40,000. That's nice. Big deal. Move along. And this weirdo. Look at this weirdo. He's not his mama's baby anymore. Look at the face on this thing. Look at that face. He's got a face that a mother would not recognize. Look at the head on that kid. The Buddy head of it all. I mean, that's a huge, huge thinker, isn't it? Look at that. He doesn't look anything like he used to. He's got a $30,000 Honda Fit. But look at the size of that cranium. I mean, the whole forehead is as big as this, like one hand, two hand. You can vogue his head. Vogue. Look at that, vogue. That's huge. That's a big one. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner. That's a big head. That's a Buddy head. And he didn't have a head that big before. As a matter of fact, this kid's eyes didn't even look the same. He just doesn't look the same. I'm going to put him in the, I'm going to think of a category. I'm going to make a category specifically for these cats. I am. Him, Jared Kushner, and all the rest of them. Sachet Stranger. Yeah, that's it. That's a big head. That's a lot of hat, Harry. That's a big head, Harry. All right, so let's see what else we got down here. And that's his little vehicle. Another nuisance vehicle. Another vehicle that just gets in the middle of the highway and bugs me. Just bugs me. Look at that. Just looks like a beetle. It's get off the screen. Just get a Buddy head, adios. Or whoever you are, if that's who you really are. Speaking of big head, what on the planet is this? No, I want not this cuckoo. Oh no, I got sucked back into the vortex because they were promising me the picture of, I don't want to see her. Okay, I do want to say this. You can't see her. Oh man, you can't see Buddy head either. Let me take that and just stick it over here. All right, so let's get a V, Control V, enter. All right. Do you remember when she looked regular? Now she looks like the Joker. I know we're not talking about cars, but I sort of clicked on something because I wanted to see something. But of course, they baited and switched me. And so that thing's not there. So there's that. Yeah. Go away. It doesn't matter. But doesn't she look like the Joker now? Do you remember what she used to look like? She didn't look like this. Now she looks just like the Joker. And she talks like this. Boy, the church really just got Pauline Joyce Hutchison. Boy, oh boy. She just doesn't look the same. But what I wanted to see was the picture of Home Skillet. Anyway, we just got to looking at Buddy head's car. Let's keep it pushing. Just got to looking at Buddy head. Oh, this is nice. Alan Jackson, estimated $175,000, 1962 Corvette. Nice for a Chevy. It's okay. It's all right. We do what we can. We do what we can. I don't like that one. It's okay. It's pretty. It's nice. Doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me excited. Again, a car that matches the character. An annoying little car. Those are annoying. Can't say enough about small ones. And I do not like Mercedes. Sorry for those who drive them in more than one way. I'm really sorry for those who drive them, but I don't like them. Something about a fancy Chrysler. You know what I mean? It's like a fancy Chrysler. The same thing with the Jaguar. It's nothing but a nice Ford, and anybody can ride a Ford. I don't like those at all. I don't like it. 18,000 to 40,000 Mercedes-Benz M-Class. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see what else is next. J Reno, 30,000. You know what? Somebody put this together because they didn't meet a deadline. So what they did is they just went outside of maybe a famous restaurant, Hollywood or something, snapped a whole bunch of pictures of a bunch of cats coming out, maybe on a day with the what is that thing called you have on Sunday brunch? And stuck all this stuff up here because really, who cares? How can you be that rich and you have those? Man. Anyway. Okay. All right. I'm feeling you. 1964 was a good old year. Ooh, 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 ooh. Paul McCarthy, $101.82 million, 1964. Ashton Martin DVS. That's nice. But doesn't it put you in the mind of what's the guy's name? The one with Goldfinger. He's the man with the golden touch. Goldfinger. Don't act like y'all don't know what I'm singing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, so there's that. Oh, yeah, well, let's just talk about this right here. 1947 Chevrolet Thriftmaster. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's just do it. Anyway, what is this? Oh, Smock. Hurry. Beam me up. 60,000 Ashton Martin. Who really cares? Really, who cares? Who really cares? These people just go out and get all kinds of stuff. Okay. Yeah, photographers hanging outside the laundromat. Oh. Ooh. I hate those ads with the super close-up tweezers. Yes, we talked about that one. And the Fiat's Range and Rover. I'm with you on that one. Mars Fool's Gold. Perhaps an MD can glue a monkey's ear. Mars Fool's Gold. Whoo! Whoo! Perhaps an MD can glue a monkey's ear on someone with that mess. You know what? That was a good one. Nice, Ashton Martin. Yes, it was. LOL, Mars Fool's Gold. Price undisclosed. A Ford F-150 is the most common pickup in the country. Okay. True. But they won't run without chips from Taiwan. Okay. Mama Bear, Papa Bear says, does he have a Neuralink? Probably. I owns a Honda Fit and about 100 other cars. Joyce Myers has had that Joker mouth for the last 30 years. You know what I mean? And that's terrible. That's so terrible. I thought that about her too, Felicia. I mean, she used to be like, she used to be the girl, but whoa, something happened one year and she went under the knife and it was not the same. Seersucker suit wearing Joyce Myers that I remember her. Yeah, with the seersucker suit. I remember her with her gingham print dresses on. Yes, that's who it was. James Bond. Yes. And I said, Goldfinger, he's the one, the man with the golden touch. All right, anyway. Okay, let's see. Okay, now, wait. What car does Joyce Myers drive? Inquiring minds. Probably the Hearst from the Munsters. And they park it at 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Put a red hair wig on him and he's raggedy. You know what? The face that's on the screen, though, that looked like one too many beers, or that ain't no beer face. That right there is straight up bourbon. And I ain't talking about regular bourbon. No, that right there, that's Night Train. The face on the screen looked like Night Train. Like he'd been having too many night trains. All right, let's see. Yep. Photographers just hanging outside of a laundromat. Exactly. James Bond. Exactly. Mike Walker, SBC. How are you? That's who it was, James Bond. You, my friend. You, brother. You win. All right, let's see. Aston Martin was the original Bond car. Very good. Very good. And that's who I was thinking of. Okay, hit the like button. Thank you so much. The 1962 Vet is overrated. The Jaguar is China with the Range Rover. Mars Fool's Gold says that. Joyce Meyer drives a 2002 Lexus, but she does have a $10 million Canadair jet. Jet. She's got to get around. She's got to get around. Bob James Bond. James Bond. I thought she was about to say Bob James. Man, that is a cat on the keys. Whew. Bob James 1, Bob James 2, all the Bob James. I could take a little Bob James right now. Little Bob James and a little get away, Brundlefly. Little Bob James I could deal with. And what else could I deal with right now? Some Bob James, a little Freddie Hubbard's First Light. Okay. 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 Thank you. Someone just sent me a Cash App. Thank you. I so needed it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. George Barris designed the Monsters car and the Monkey Mobile. The monkeys. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. Yeah. Yeah. And we're too busy singing. Yeah. To put anybody down. Dun, 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 dun. Just trying to be friendly. All right. You can tell when I get a little giddy. Ronnie Man, my brother, would say, okay, Alicia, hang up the phone, go to sleep, because I'm getting a bit giddy. All right, folks, you guys are awesome as usual. I want to see if there is something that we can do about that one song that Ronnie has. Oh, Bond James Vine Zucker, you meant Zuckerberg. Is this a song? Yeah, remember they broke it. Yeah, they broke it. Let me see if I can unbreak it. Unbreak my heart. Sounds like whenever I think of Toni Braxton, I think of like a cross between Elvis and Cher. Anyway, think about that. All right, so let's see what we can find here. All right, y'all. Okay, you guys, tomorrow night, we do have Saturday Night is Live, and it's going to be amazing because we're going to have some pretty good stuff. We're going to talk about some pretty good things. We're going to crack up laughing, but tomorrow, of course, is going to be dealing with, we're going to do our serious teaching on this coming Sunday. And we are going to have a guest panel for Saturday. So for tomorrow, for Saturday Night is Live, we are going to touch base on a couple of topics. One of which is we're going to dig a little bit into Bill and Melinda Gates that we talked about the other day. But it's more of a spinoff of that topic. We're going to ask a question. And the question is most assuredly one that I'm sure a lot of people have been thinking about because, I think that a lot of folks are not necessarily honest. Because when you think about the fact that his wife, by his wife, I mean Melinda Gates, she was totally okay with agreeing to whatever the parameters of their marriage was. But I want to hear about just regular standard people. Would you, if you had that opportunity, take the golden ticket? Would you take the golden ticket? And by that, I mean, would you decide that, yeah, I'll go on ahead and I'll do this for a few bucks. But originally, before the whole thing was told to you, you were agreeing to do it for love. And you were getting married because you loved each other. And, of course, with that amount of money, perhaps there was a standard prenuptial agreement. And so then how about if that last little nugget was added at the very end? Well, tomorrow night, we're going to have a panel and we're going to talk about that because I want to know how people would honestly feel. Mind you, none of us are billionaires. And if we are, then that's good. But we're not going to talk about that. We are really honestly, seriously talking about the fact. And then we're also going to ask a question. If you had to do it all over again, Would you still get married for love? These are good questions. But Sunday, we're going to have a very good chat, and we're going to be continuing our We've Been Here Before series. So tonight, and I think it was yesterday, we were a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more, quirky. My quirky self, the side of me that everybody knows, all of y'all know. And it is because we got some big stuff coming up. So sometimes you got to let a little space out so that you can open it up a little bit, because with this information that we're about to drop, it's very serious, and we do need to live a little bit and have a good time. But listen, it's been awesome spending the last hour and 55 minutes with all of you. For the next 5 minutes out, we are going to play some of Ronnie Mann's music. So if you want to stay around, you're definitely welcome to. And if you don't, it's okay. I still love you. And let's see here. A couple of these hip hop stars have stated that they have more depreciating assets in their driveways than they do in their bank accounts. Oh, I love trivia too. You know what, Mama Bear and Papa Bear? Maybe, we got a copyright strike the last time we did that trivia with the music. But I think what I can possibly do is see if there is some oldies. Let me see right now while we're still here together. Let's see, theme songs. And let me see if there's any that is Creative Commons. So that way maybe we can, because I enjoyed it as well. Oh my gosh. There are a few that are Creative Commons. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Yeah. Creative Commons. Wow. Although this guy's pretty goofy. He's a bit of a cornball. Okay. TV themes. There's that one. There's that one. Intro, royalty free. Use it on your project. Well, yeah, but these aren't the real songs though, right? I don't think so. Let me let you guys into my goofiness. I got to pop this down though, because it's a bit loud. All right, there you go. And share it. Let's pop this down some though. All right, let's go back. But this ain't what we talking about. This is what we were talking about. This kind of stuff. And it says that it is Creative Commons right here. Can't believe it. Reuse is allowed. I can't believe that, but it is. Let me get off of this before they'll have a Queen Latifah in my inbox trying to pounce my forehead. And so then there's also some 90s TV show music that's also royalty free. And so by this, what we would do. I don't know what that is. That's not some show I've seen before. That's garbage. Really? Are you kidding me?
Hey, it's Fred Albert, and I'm gonna sing a song for you, and Bill's gonna show you a thing or two. You'll have some fun now with me and all the gang, learning from each other while we do our thing.
All righty then. Oh, here goes another one that they claim is. Huh. Wow. Well, there's not enough for us to do what we did that night, though, like to just chop it up the way that we chopped it up and had that real good, fun time. But I do have my Zoom account now, and we can possibly do something on Zoom. But that is a good idea. I do remember that, and it was fun. It's just that we got that copyright strike for having, I forget which one of those songs it was. I forgot which one. Okay. Oh, how does PayPal work? No, how does whatchamadiddle work? What is this? How did I get two of me? Leave it to me. What on the planet? What have I done? Oh, come on and zoom, zoom. Okay, let's see. I've got like 3 of me now. Boy. Y'all know y'all gotta love me because this is crazy. I don't know what I be doing. So I don't know what the heezy fisheezy I'm doing. Hey. Okay. But I do know that I am jacking some stuff up. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Okay. Whew. That was an acid trip without acid. Okay. All right. I think you guys can hear me now because I think I got back to the main one. Are we still here? She's pizza. Yeah. So in any case, I digress. It is a situation where it's going to be pretty hard to do what we need to do. What you know about Bob James? What do I know about Bob James? I'll tell you what I know. Okay, so to do Cash App, you just go to the Cash App website, or you go to Cash App on your what is it called? Your app store, and you just go to Cash App, and you. Hey, wait a minute! Didn't we already say this? I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone. Didn't we already say that? Wait a minute. Play the Munsters theme song? I wish. But we got dinged one night. And it wasn't nice. Okay, so if you want to do Cash App, it's going to be Lockhart Perspective, and I don't think you can see that. Anyway, it's Lockhart Perspective, and yeah. So zoom. Yeah, go to Lockhart Perspective on the Cash App, and that's all you do is $ and then Lockhart Perspective, but do not put the. because somebody did it before and they had to resend the money because they sent it to Felicia Lockhart. And there's actually somebody who has that name. So you just have to send it to Lockhart Perspective. Go that way, sweetheart. Okay, let's see. Hey, hey, hey. It's Humming the Munsters. Okay, what you know about Bob James? I know a whole lot about Bob James. Mama Bear, Papa Bear. Me too. Hope it's not MK Ultra. George Barris designed the Munsters. We said that. LOL, right at Mars Fool's Gold. Okay, we said it twice. I feel like I'm tripping. Haven't seen that twice. All right, so I think we're going to do Mama Bear and Papa Bear wanted to do trivia. So I think we're going to have to do that one day very soon. But I want it to be fun like it was before they gave us the copyright strike for that music. Because we were really honestly having a good time. And I think the best way that's going to be able to do that is come on and zoom, 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 zoom. Come on and zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it that way. We'll have to do it that way. Do it on Zoom, and that way we can have a good time. And then maybe there we can do the I like the apps, but I think I like making our own fun within like an app. So we can choose our own music and have a good time. So anyway, you guys are the best. You rock the Casbah. You always have, and you always will. Yeah. You remember that, Mama Bear, Papa Bear? Supper time. Closing time. He says it's supper time. So it's closing time, supper time. That's when you know somebody is serious about their music. Okay, they get really into it. They are serious about their thing. Making that face just like The Clash. Ha ha. Yes. Yes. You know, the other night, my brother and I, Ronnie, were talking and we were posting. I was posting like all kinds of songs. And I want to show you guys some of the songs that we were posting. Let me go ahead and share here. And then we'll just take the Fantastic Voyage. Rockin' the Casbah, rockin' the Casbah, sure don't like it. Okay, let me go over here. Thank you guys again for everybody that came there. All right, so we were listening to like all of these different songs and we were posting them, but some of the songs were posted on purpose. I wish that some of these songs were Creative Commons, especially Christopher Cross's Sailing, but of course they aren't. But I think one of the ones that really got some big comments was this one here, which was Faith No More. Several people three people at least made a couple of comments on them. And yes, some of the words are unique and some of them are something else. But here's the deal. This is nothing new to us. We already know that music is unique. It's got a lot of crazy stuff going on in it. But some of these songs were good and some of these songs were telling you some stuff. All right. And my taste in music, as well as Ronnie's taste in music, we've just got an eclectic taste in music. So you're going to see everything in here from some, rhythm and blues all the way to some rock. But some of the stories are pretty pivotal, and some of them are giving you some signs. Sting, Shape of My Heart. A lot of signs in that one. But again, he's a top tier cat. If you know what I mean. He's a top tier, top shelf dude. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we had one of my favorite, Lynyrd Skynyrd's Simple Man. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with Lynyrd Skynyrd. I love Lynyrd Skynyrd. And I enjoy him. Love the group. Love the man. Love the everything. Love it all. Okay. Yeah, I think that was it that night. I think that was it. Yeah, we did Alice in Chains, Lynyrd Skynyrd. That was a good song. We did Faith No More, Crisscross Sailing, yes. Honor of the Lonely Heart Sting. Gregory Porter's performance in honor of Sting. Okay, so anyway, you guys know there is a poll in here, and I don't know if anybody's taken the poll. There's a poll in here for members. You're gonna have to scroll all the way down possibly now, but my point is yes, there is a poll. Do you guys ever come to the community tab by chance and get a chance to see stuff? Because these folks here did Poison, and I don't know, maybe they may not mind. Maybe they might. Let's see if they have a Creative Commons. Right now, it's blocked. Nope, they don't. So you can't hear it. I have it blocked out. But she can sing. Let me show you just real quick. Anyway, I think that's sort of weird that you would not have a Creative Commons on this, considering it is Belle Biv DeVoe. Anyway, they do a good job. Check out the community tab, you guys, because there's a lot of stuff on the community tab that is specifically for members. And for those of you guys who have already taken the membership plunge, you'll definitely want to go there and check out some of the stuff that we put up. All right, you guys. All righty. Rock the Casbah. Thanks, Mods and Felicia. That video was filmed in Austin, Texas. Austin 1. Typing problems for me tonight, and me reading as usual. Okay, love and blessings. Mama Bear, Papa Bear says hit the like button. Hit it. Yeah. Hit it. Download the Cash App and type in $ Lockhart Perspective. Yes. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys. I legally inherited another grandchild today. So now I have custody of 3 of my grandchildren. So by doing that, I so appreciate you. And Mr. Brundlefly and I are still going to be fighting. But thank you guys all. Yeah. So we had another baby placed in our home today. And it's my youngest grandbaby. So I got 3 humans, little men, munchy cheeing around. So it is what it is. It just is what it is, y'all. All right, you guys. I love all of y'all. Thank you guys for just chilling with me today. It was really good. It was just really, 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 really good, man. It's a really good thing, man. It's really good. Brundlefly. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. And remember what we always say on this channel, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High Yah. You guys take care and take care of one another. Hope to see you soon. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day. Jimmy on the one. The second time around, you the only one. You the only one. You the
only one. That I know you the one. We living in the word like I know the sun. You the only one. Yeah. You said it's mine for the taking. You blow my mind with this thing called love. You know every move I'm making. You know everything I'm thinking of. And I'm thinking of you all of the time. Oh, yeah. I can't ever get you out of my mind. You are the only one. You are the only one. It was always you from the start. It was always you all the time. I wrote you on my heart. I wrote you on my mind. And I'm thinking of you all of the time. Always. Oh, you are the only one. Only one. You are the only one. You are the only. You are the only one. You are the only one. Vavasayat. In the beginning, Yah created the heavens and the earth. His spirit moved upon the waters. It's all in his word. He said, let there be light. And he called the light day. In the darkness, he called night. He saw that it was. He made heaven and called forth the dry land. Gathered the waters, called it the seed. And he made seed for man. Brought forth the grass and every herb and every fruit yielding tree on this earth. He saw that it was. He made lights to divide day and night times for seasons, days, and years to let them be for signs. And so the earth could have light. He made the greater one to rule the day and the lesser one to rule the night. Let's not forget he made the stars also. Then he told the waters to bring forth life, and it was so. He created all the birds of the sky, all the cattle, and every creeping thing after his own kind. He saw that it was. Then Yah created man. In his own image he created them. Male and female he created them. He blessed them to be fruitful and to multiply and to replenish the earth and subdue everything within. Now, behold, it was very good when it saw what he had made. The even in the morning were the sixth day. And on the seventh day he rested. That's why he sanctified and blessed it. It's uncontested. My Yah is, and to make it understood, I'm bumping truth music when I'm rolling through my hood. I'm putting Yah first, no hood fame. You read it on a nameplate. Dwell in the house of Yahweh forever for his name's sake. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'm stomping through like it don't even exist. His goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life. His yoke is easy and his burden is light. My Yah is. And to make it understood, I'm fucking music when I'm rolling through my hood. Yeah, I was. And to make it understood, I'm fucking music when I'm rolling through my hood.
Good morning, babe.
remember where we're from. Stayed up watching, no time for yawning. Look up at the sky, see that new day dawning. God be my witness, take it as a warning. Sun ain't never lie, great day in the morning. Focus, never let the nighttime revoke it. Blinded by the dark, I seen it before they cloaked it. It was marvelous, they hiding it behind the pulpit. Lying in a sick bed, vying with the culprit. How we trying on the culture, liking how it fit, now we dying with the vulture. At the round table with more nights than Mozart. Caught up in the image of that child on that poster. The light disable the diagnosis, healing the sick. I got the script and the dosage. Take it for the grind, you gon' need it for the borderline. Holla when you see the joy coming, morning time. Keep on keeping on. Morning time. Holla when you see the joy coming. Look, I guess we probably need a night light so we can continue to get our hope on. They say we headed for that light, right? Well, I'ma hit them with this photon, with that blazing sword forming like Voltron. When the morning come, they disappearing like Croatan. The Melakine, oh my Elohim, Omicron, sealed with the 70, going out like Yoke and 9. And when I meet my deliverer, I'm set apart. I got peace like a river. If we stay sharp with it as a feast on the sliver, we can take part. I advise you play it smart. It's a late start. Let the light shine through the dark. Until the day star rise in your heart, take heart. When you find the door, you'll be more than fine. Holla when you see the joy coming. Morning time. Holla when you see the joy coming. Do you remember where we're from? Pray you strength to carry on. They trying to take my inheritance, this arrogance. I'm trying to save them the embarrassment. I spit truth, they forgetting what the marriage is. The meek shall inherit the earth, the rest perishes. They taught us all to listen to Balaam with their palace and their caliphate. I'm destined for Salem, man, they rest is counterfeit. Plus it's destined to fail them. Shake the dust off this city, man. Who coming with me? There's a light at the end of it. I see you shine, getting life with the benefits. That's me and mine, holding fast to the legacy, whether the rain or shines. Do you remember where we're from? Pray you strength to carry on. Will you step into the sun? Do you remember where we're from? Pray you strength to carry on. Will you step into the sun? Smile. But my love, there is no light at the end of the tunnel. You must realize that the light is you.
Yeah, you awake? Wake up, you who sleep, and arise from the dead. And my Shayasha give you light. Yeah. He took me high on a mountain, told me look around. What I found was astounding. If I bow down, he can make anything happen. Surpassing everything I could ever imagine. Flying first class, relaxing, living my passion. Guaranteed satisfaction. High end estates, cash and high fashion. High stakes, high class and high flashing. High life, lights, camera for action. The most fly, said I'm destined to be just like the most high. So when they crown me king, I want the power it brings. Set my throne above everything. Got the world in the palm of my hand. Now raise your hands high, I'm in high demand. Yeah, if you don't know who I am, I'm the man. They got my head gassed up to the red line, believing that the world is mine, but it's all a lie. Said I'm not of this world, so I'm hoping I'm not throwing my pearls to swine. I tell her this little light of mine, I gotta let it shine, shine, let it shine, let it shine. You see this light? I'ma let it shine. I guess I was supposed to respect it and give a toast, but it wasn't what I expected. With truth approach, they rejected it. They mediocre at best, it's just they'll never accept it. We get affected by the time invested. You think they blessed it, but they spitting is septic. Poison in the mind, they lies neglect what's already written. I'm rolling with the elect, you can check how they kicking it. They've been afflicted, now we gotta move mountains to fix it. No doubt, they going all out, man, I'm getting sick with how they try to reroute the ecliptic. Living in a time predicted, keeping it cryptic, then passing it off for something to get with. I'd rather find a way around the elliptic and get this house in order before they find me evicted. Yeah, try to keep me gassed up all the way to the red line, believing that the world is mine, but it's all a lie. See, I'm not of this world, so I'm hoping I'm not throwing my pearls to swine. I tell her this little light of mine, I gotta let it shine, shine, let it shine, let it shine. You see this light? I'ma let it shine. This little light of mine, I gotta let it shine, shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I gotta let it shine, shine, let it shine, let it shine. You see this light? I'ma let it shine. This little light of mine, I gotta let it shine, shine, let it shine.
To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day. Yeah, yeah. Everything you need to know.